Hi everyone, it's Stacy from mycraftingtime.com, here to show you how I made this cute candy holder for Halloween. And I used the Tie the Knot Cricut cartridge, and on page 67 is a cake box, and I used the cake and then the shift to get the cake top. And what you get is, and I used white cardstock, what you get are these two pieces. So we have the bottom that we'll assemble and then the cake top piece. I cut these out at 4 3/4, both of them, with real dowel size off. So I'm going to start by making the folds on here. I don't know if you can see that, but there are marks on here made by the Cricut, and what we'll do is we'll line that up with either your Score Buddy or your Score Pal or your Martha Stewart scoreboard, which is what I have, or some paper trimmers also have scoring on them. So let me score those corners. And now I'm actually going to show you how I use my paper trimmer to do that. I'm just using a bone folder, and I'll align these up. Okay, there's our scored lid, and before we fold it, I actually want to put some marks on it on where we'll have the different colors. And for this one I did a glitter orange, then the yellow, then the white, but the one I'm going to make now, I'm going to do white, orange, and then some glitter yellow on it. So I'm just going to take a pencil and score about where I think I want, or not score, but mark where I want my colors to be. So just guides for me for when I'm coloring it. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to stamp this yellow, even though we're going to put, what I have is this a la mode gold. It's kind of like Stickles, but it's a la mode brand, so I don't have any yellow Stickles. But we still want to stamp underneath it, because when this dries, wherever the glitter isn't, it would be white. We want it to be yellow, so I'm going to stamp this yellow, stamp this orange color, and then I have a frosted white that I want to stamp that piece in. So, okay, so there's it all done inked, and now we've got to do the same thing to this one. We'll kind of line it up and mark where the colors should come across, and then we'll ink it the same colors. Okay, there's our inked up top and bottom to our box. And next we'll need to put on this a la mode glue. You could, like I said, you could use Stickles. And also wanted to let you know, I used ink on these too, but when I did this one, I actually used my watercolor pencils. So if you've got Copics or whatever, you could use those, but I don't have any Copics, and I thought I'd give the stamping try on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this goldish colored glitter to the top, or to the yellow parts of this. Okay, I have my glitter applied to my yellow sections, and all I did was put some of that on, and then I used my finger to even it out. And we will have to wait till that dries until we can fold the boxes up and assemble it and put the face on it. And I'm not too concerned about the edges on here because we will be putting ribbon around that. Most likely this black ribbon we'll be putting around that to hide that edge right there. Okay, so we'll need to let that dry. Okay, our pieces are all dry, so what we're going to do is stamp a face on here. And we're going to use these Peachy King face stamps. They're just so adorable. I just love these stamps. And I think we're going to use this concerned look one. So put that on our stamp block. Now I'm just going to use some StazOn black ink. So we'll get that good and inked up. And we're just going to do a scary look on here. There we go. Very cute. So now all that's left is to assemble our box. We're going to assemble this with some glue, and I'm using the Scotch glue for this one. And just want to make sure you're got it good and folded, get the creases nice and sharp. Just apply a little glue here. Dries relatively quickly. It gives you some time to move it around, make sure it's in the right spot. I'm just going to take a white jelly roll and fill in the eyes. Make sure it's writing first. Now what's left is to fill it up and fill it up with candy and put some ribbon on it so we can fill it up with our treats. Put the lid on. Then I think give me tie, not really sure, white or a black ribbon on this. Oh, we did black on the other one, so maybe I'll try white on this one. like to snip these on an angle so that they don't fray quite as much. Also helps to use a nice sharp pair of scissors. So there you have it. We have one we just did and the one that I did earlier. So we can actually make a bunch of these and make a cake out of it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Visit me on my blog at www.mycraftingtime.com for other fun projects. Thanks. See you guys.